All right, good morning everybody. Top of the morning and balance of the day to you, as my father says, all you friends, family, fans, and Finish Line Focus, fantastically fine folks. We are leaving the Hampton Inn, headed out to the Appalachian Trail, if you've ever heard of that. It's a footpath. It's 2,200 miles stretching from Georgia to Maine, and I am in the process of hiking it from one end to the other. It's called a through hike. My name is Disciple, and I love the Lord Jesus. Anyway, this is Waynesboro, Virginia, and we had a fabulous day yesterday. Ate at Wheezy's Diner for breakfast, ate at Ming's Chinese Buffet for supper, and it was fabulous. I was so stuffed. Had a great breakfast here this morning, and now we are heading out to the trail. Today, as I said, is June 12th, and it is my little Isabel's birthday today. 8 years old. Good morning, Miss Halo.
Hi, honey.
All right, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit and explain more about what's going on as we get in the big golden Chevy Chariot.
It's not gold, it's
whatever
silver.
Color, silver, platinum, pewter. We don't know what color this truck is. We've had it for 10 years and we don't know what color. We disagree. When it's dirty, it's brown.
It's always dirty.
Yeah, it's almost always dirty because we're off-road enthusiasts. All right, goodbye air conditioning and Hampton Inn. And hot showers and Miss Connie, the breakfast lady. All right, here we go. Blind Disciple on the... All right, Pristine's fired as the videographer. She can take stills like wonderful, but video I think is not your game. Color commentary and video. Anyway, it's 9:20. Imagine that, we're 2 hours late this morning on purpose. But anyway, 9:20, we're back at Rockfish Gap, and we are starting back out on the AT. I don't know what Cur Dog is doing, so we're leaving him. We're abandoning him, and we're heading north on the Appalachian Trail. I was up on the guardrail thingy, but Pristine failed at filming me, so I'm took back over control of the camera. I'm gonna do probably 14 miles today, and then Halo is gonna pick us up, and we're gonna stay at Loft Mountain Campground tonight. I think we're actually gonna stay there the next 2 nights. So we're all doing kind of a partial slack pack today. It looks like we go 8 miles to the first water, and then no water after that. So it's kind of a weird water day, and not a very good water day, so we're all carrying extra this morning. And then I believe Halo, being the angel that she is gonna set some water out at some of the gaps or whatever, some of the parking areas, or whatever, for some of the hikers. So maybe there'll be some water there when we get to there, to different road crossings, whatever. We don't have to carry quite so much later, in the later rounds of the day. We'll see. But we're gonna not plan on that. So we'll take that as it comes and drink more. But it's gonna be pretty hot today, 83 or 85 up in the mountains. I think it's gonna be 90 down in Waynesboro. So really warm. Tonight's low is near 70. So kind of a heat wave yesterday, today, tomorrow. I think it's going to cool off a couple degrees after that, but I'm looking up some super light synthetic like quilts. Big Agnes makes an ultralight synthetic quilt for summertime, and so I've been using my Z-Packs, but it's so warm I won't even be able to touch it tonight, or it'll be way too warm. So anyway, looking at possibly getting the summer quilt, and it is about 4 ounces lighter than my Z-Packs 20 degree down sleeping bag, so that'd be nice. Save about 4 ounces there. I got the new X Lite sleeping pad, which saved me 3 ounces from my X Therm sleeping pad, so plus it's a little cooler R value, so that'll be good, saving some weight there. And I may even well, we'll see, I might change out some other things too to save some weight for the summertime. And I am even considering looking into some ultralight packs like the Z-Packs Arc Blast or Arc Haul. or the Hyperlight, the larger one, like the 50 liter. I don't know what they call it. But anyway, considering something like that, and one of the big advantages are both those packs are waterproof. You know, I use that term in quotes or loosely or whatever. But they have roll tops to them, and you don't need a pack cover, which would be wonderful. Hey, looky there. Our, well, first light blazed on a tree this morning, and we are here to blow that baby up. Boom. It's gone. That one is in the books. Hey, there's another one. Boom. Blowing them up. So anyway, let's see. They are, oh man, I forgot where I was at. Shoot, sorry about that. Anyhow, all right, we'll sign off for now. Boy, I was on a roll too, and I can't remember. Anyway, I want to say welcome to lots of new subscribers. Thank you guys for coming along. Hey, there's another blaze. Boom. There, blazes are plenty this morning. It's a target-rich environment. Anyway, welcome to a lot of you new subscribers. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for commenting. Congratulations to my brother, Early Riser 71. He summited Thursday, I guess. And today is Monday. So, Early Riser's home. He commented he's in bed taking a nap with his dogs, I think. So, man, that's awesome. Few more months, and I'll be there too, Lord willing. So, anyway, congratulations to him, and again, welcome to all you guys. Thank you to Frozen and Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Great to meet him and have him watching and coming along with me, and some of his subscribers coming over. And anyway, it's exciting to see what's going to happen here. So thanks a lot. Hey, there's another blaze. Boom. Blew that one up too. All right. We'll catch up to you guys soon down the trail. Have a great day. Hope it's already been a good one wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Here is the registration place for the Great Shenandoah National Park. And we had to fill out little permits in there and put your copies over here, which looks like they're way behind on collecting. So we're not super worried about it, but at least the Shenandoah National Park is free, I guess. AWOL's guide says $10, but there's no money in there, no place to put money, no place to secure it, whatever. So nobody, anyway, it doesn't mention anything about money, so we're not leaving any money. I'd heard before that it was free also. So anyway, we are officially in the Shenandoah National Park. Woohoo! All right, we're gonna blast and annihilate some blazes today, and then we will resume tomorrow. But so far it's fairly pleasant in the timber. I love the shade and the coolness. Alrighty, so welcome back again. I'm pretty chatty this morning, I guess. Maybe that'll make up for me like not concluding yesterday and all that good stuff. But several changes of events. Can you see that? Brand new tips on my Lakey cork light trekking poles. So got to the vehicle on Sunday morning or whatever, and noticed that my tips were gone on my trekking poles, both of them. And so Cursed Virginia Rocks had done them in. They'd made it 860 miles, well, probably 840 miles, and couldn't do any more. So the tips push up inside the poles on these Lakeys. And so went to the outfitter, and yep, they had new tips. So they drive the tips off, and then it's just a pressure fit new tip back on, except for one of the lower shafts. The tip had gone in and wedged itself in something. And man, they had a bike shop there, and they tried getting the old tip out and couldn't get it out. And so because of Lakey's guarantee, lifetime warranty on shafts and stuff, they just took another lower section from a brand new pole, whatever, and hooked me up. So I walked out of there with a with a brand new lower section to my old trekking pole, and because the tips come in pairs and the new section had a tip, I've got a backup, a replacement tip. So anyway, thank you, Lakey. And that's one of the main reasons I bought Lakey's, was their fabulous customer service and their great warranty. So thankful for that. The other thing that I did is I've been getting some blisters again. Blisters on my little toes, you know, the second toe, and then the KT tape rubs on the next toe, which makes that, you know, painful, etc. And I even got a little hot spot on my left, inside of my left heel, the last couple of days, which really surprised me. I don't know why that happened. So at the outfitter, I bought a real thin pair of smart wool socks, outdoor, you know, merino wool socks, and I'm going to use those as a liner to fill up the volume in my shoes, because I've been having a hard time lacing my shoes tight enough to not slip or move on my feet, which then causes the blisters. And so I don't know what's changed, because these shoes are only new since Daleville, which I'm trying to remember what mile that was. I know it was like 100, you know, 100 some miles ago, but the Green Super Feet have 400 miles on them, and from Damascus, and we looked them up last night, and they're only supposed to go 500 miles. Well, you know, me being a larger guy with my pack, I'm hitting the ground with 210, 220 pounds, you know, with all my gear and everything. So maybe the Super Feet are kind of worn out, but either way, whatever's going on, something's happening that's causing me some blisters, and you know, you got to really watch that. Take care of your feet. Plus, maybe some of you long distance hikers know what's going on, but I don't have a lot of feeling in my big toes. I don't have a lot of feeling in all my toes, but my big toes especially. I noticed last night I was wearing flip-flops and my toes touched the dash, and I couldn't feel it with my big toe. And so, whether it's a little nerve damage or whatever's going on, my big toes are kind of losing feeling. And so, I know walking this many miles, you're going to have, you know, issues like that. So I'm not super concerned, but maybe some of you could comment and explain what's going on, or if that's somewhat normal, or if that's like a shoe issue, or, you know, whatever. I'd sure appreciate it. So there's a little bit of some of the new updates I got. So today I'm wearing my Injinji socks, the toe socks, and then those smart wool liners over them to fill up volume in my shoe. And boy, that thin sock adds a lot of volume. I'm really pleased. So I'm able to snug it down, still with the laces not, you know, super close together. Anyway, all right. Hopefully that makes some sense. But it's just experimenting with what you can do to take care of your feet, because they're kind of important on a thru hike. I guess I didn't hit the record button a minute ago, but I just saw a big old fat, very highly marked snake. I'm wondering if it could have been a copperhead. He turned and was going to be defensive, but then he turned, you know, I came up on him and he was kind of in the trail just to the side, and then he turned and went back off in the brush. So I thought I had hit the record button, but when I looked back, I just had like a blurry picture. Looks like we've landed on the moon here in the SNP, or Shenandoah National Park. Some big old towers and wires and stuff up there. But one thing that I've been surprised at, and by the way, it feels incredible to be up in the Shenandoahs, man. I am hiking on the Appalachian Trail in the Shenandoahs. That's just been something that seemed like, you know, unobtainable before. And here I am. Yeah, in the Shenandoahs. Feels great. But anyway, one thing I've been surprised at is the, like, I'm not going to say difficulty, but the overgrownness or whatever of the trail. It's not like what I would expect a national park to be. The trail's been very narrow and real well blazed, but very, very rocky, and really, you know, really narrow and kind of overgrown with brush and stuff. It's like it's not really maintained. And now we're on a road that, you know, that people can take to get up to those towers to maintenance or whatever. But the trail's been, yeah, and I'm not complaining, it's just been surprisingly narrow and and kind of overgrown or whatever. Different than what you'd expect in a national park. So, yep, good blaze, and the trail clearly goes, clearly goes this way, but yeah, I've been going through kind of an open grassy area here for a little bit, and boy, the sun is getting warm, but in the trees it's still nice, you know, pretty cool. Lots of small ups and downs today, very much you know, typical AT. Lots of ups and downs, just no big monsters, thankfully. So it's 12 o'clock, and so we'll be stopping for some lunch here pretty soon. Second lunch, or third breakfast, or whatever you want to call it. You usually stop every couple of hours and eat. Yeah, body's feeling good. I'm so glad for a day off, or most of a day off. I did 5 miles yesterday with a heavy pack, but it was still like a day off. But the thing is, you're busy all day. Like, I didn't lay down and, you know, really sit down and rest until 9 o'clock last night. The whole rest of the day was busy, whether it was just sitting in the truck waiting on the laundry, which is a little bit restful, but still not like, you know, sitting in a chair or taking it easy. But man, I was just exhausted last night after the day, but definitely had a good night's sleep in our wonderful hotel. Thank you, Mother Reed, for getting us those rooms. It was just fabulous, and it's so nice to have clean, you know, place to rest and recover. But anyway, had a good night's sleep and feel good today. The only issue that I'm struggling with are my feet. They're not the happiest. And I'm, you know, having to wear 2 pair of socks, and I feel like my toes are crammed. You know, they're scrunched up or whatever, but I have to have them so tight so that they don't slip, so that I don't get blisters. And so I don't know what the combination is. I don't know if it's just worn out green super feet, or if these shoes are a little different than the first pair, or if my feet have changed. I know people say your feet swell and get longer and all that. Well, I've ran a lot for the last like 5 years, and I don't think my feet are swelling or growing anymore. Like they did that a long time ago. I went up like a full shoe size, and I think that part's over. So I don't believe that's the issue. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. It's like they're looser now than they were, and so I keep having to snug them down even more. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna have to try a different shoe or what, because I'm sure happy with the oboes. But anyway, we'll see. I'm gonna see how the rest of the day goes, and kind of what the 2 pair of socks are like, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, so maybe some of you have an idea about that. The other thing, and if I didn't ask earlier, maybe I did, and I'm sorry if I'm asking twice, but do any of you have any great recommendations for a ultra-light, ultra-compact summer either sleeping bag or quilt? And I'm leaning towards synthetic because I could wash it easier, but I would consider something. So anyway, anybody have any great tips or thoughts on super light, compact summer? Because all you need is, you know, something pretty light. Anyway, yep, it's there. The lows tonight are like 70 next couple of days. So we need summer stuff for sure. All right, sorry to ramble. Hope that wasn't too much rambling, and we'll pick up soon. We're here sitting on the tractor seat. Some of you have seen pictures of this before. I don't know what's this place called?
Bear's Den Mountain.
Bear's Den, huge electronic things mountain. But here are the tractor seats. I remember seeing these before, and so Cur Dog and I, don't know if you can tell, but we are sitting in the tractor seat, even though it's sunny and hot. We're doing it just for you guys, so you viewers can see the tractor seats. Hope you all appreciate it. All right, crazy cool kind of view off through there at the moment. So technically, I guess we didn't enter the Shenandoah National Park, or I'm just going to call it the SNP for short. So we didn't enter the SNP until not long ago. Now it's like 3 o'clock, and we stopped at the 8-mile point and got water at a delicious cold spring, and that was marvelous. Sat and chugged some water and carried out what we needed, and even enjoyed a little bit of some power bars or whatever. Anyhow, we met a ridge runner there. Her name was, Blissful. Blissful, and she told us some of the details of the area, and that we hadn't actually entered the park until just before that spring. So technically, I guess before that it was just the AT, but now we are officially treading in the SNP, and we climbed up Calf Mountain. We went through Little Calf Mountain, and we climbed up, I guess this is Calf Mountain maybe, and boy, the summit is interesting. All this brush and the strange trees off to the sides, but anyway, pretty cool. So some of our friends are aqua blazing today. There's a bunch of them actually that got together and are canoeing down the river that runs through here, and they're skipping like 105 miles of trail, and then they're going to get back on the trail, at least hopefully, at Fort Royal, right out not far from Harper's Ferry. So they're skipping the hiking section of the Shanties and doing what we call aqua blazing, which sounds like a blast. I'd love to do that, but I would have to come back and re-hike, which means it would take me like an additional week, and I don't want to do that with a wedding coming up this summer. Hey, looky, we're getting into more views. Anyway, yeah, I have a wedding. I have to go back and perform in July, the end of July, back in Illinois, and so I know I'm going to miss nearly a week for that. And so anyway, got to watch my time, but yep, enjoying the day. It's pretty warm today, but it is really nice, and can't wait to go back and see my little birthday girl, little giggling gazelle that's 8 years old today. Again, happy birthday, sweetheart, and I hope today is a fabulous day. We might even look up some of these local blackberry milkshakes for dessert, for dessert. Little Gigi loves chili, and that's what she wants for her birthday all the time, is chili. So tonight, on a steamy, hot, mid-June night, we're having some chili. Piping hot, and I'm sure it will be delicious. Anyway, looking forward to it. Can't wait to see everybody. We will, Halo's going to pick us up at a road crossing here in about 4.5 miles or so. Should be around 5:30-ish. And the plan for tomorrow is, I'm not sure if Pristine's going to do it or not, but we haven't even talked about it, but probably to get up pretty early and get a really early start tomorrow and bust a move and try to get whatever we can get done, 16 to 20 or so done, and actually go past the campground and come back to it to spend the night, and that way we can move through here a little quicker. So today was kind of a vacation day, only doing around 14 miles, but tomorrow it's back at it, and we're gonna rock some, so we'll see. Yep. All right, I think that's it for now. Hey, looky here. We just came across Turk's something or another gap, and there is a cooler here that is wonderful. And can you read what it says? From Not by Sight. What's it say? Not by Sight Ministry. I see, I can't even read it. But
it says, enjoy from Halo, Not by Sight Ministry.
Yeah, enjoy from Halo. So there's jugs of water. Is that for garbage? Yep. Yeah, all right. And she's got some Gatorades in there. They're even cold. Yay. Oh, a Snickers bar. Sweet. I haven't even had one of those. So excellent. Thank you, Halo, and Not by Sight Ministries. Hey, I've got a friend standing here with us that I guess I've never really interviewed before. And so I thought I'd ask you to say hello and tell us where you're from and stuff.
Hi, this is Fuego. Yeah, I just walked up just before these guys and found the trail magic.
And where are you from?
Awesome. Oh, I'm from Hawaii originally.
Hawaii originally, sweet. But we need to go there and check out where you're from.
Yeah. I like to say I have a storage unit in San Francisco, so like that's home base.
Okay.
Right now, like a little tiny storage unit has all my stuff in it.
Very good.
And then the trail, that's the rest of my home.
That was kind of neat. We came walking up here. There's Pristine, and Fuego goes, hey, there's trail magic here. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's from my wife. And bingo, bango. Yay. Thanks, guys, because a lot of you contributed money to help pay for some of this. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, Miss Fuego. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Backpacking at 35 miles an hour. in the SNP. Yeehaw! My lovely Halo picked us up at something Ridge.
Wildcat.
Wildcat? Ooh, I'm a
Too much wind for y'all.
I'm a Wildcat running down. No, yeah, Wildcat Ridge. And so we are headed for the campground. Boy, yeah, Cur Dog just said, yeah, best views we've had all day. And it is. We've had like no views. Now you can't see for the trees. Trust me, there's a gorgeous view over there. Anyway, did 14. It's 5:40. Boy, we flew the last few miles. We really covered some ground. Anyway, check it out at the we'll check back at the campground.
Wrap.